Dog, stop tooting!
Hero, we're not supposed to start the episode with farts. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. We're going straight into it. You slapped me.
His fart stinks so bad.
Let's go right into it, okay?
Okay. October 20th, 10 a.m. Oh, this is Mackenzie's birthday.
Okay.
If it was the 22nd, it'd be Alyssa's birthday. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Birthday?
No.
I was kidding. I know what you meant.
And if it was the 31st,
Court
it'd
is
be
now in
Kimbrel's
session
birthday.
for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Sorry, I had a huge sugar crash after that. At that Sunday.
They accidentally brought me 14 sundaes. They didn't realize that every time I was asking where it was not a new order.
Every time I say order, they just bring me another one.
I have quite the power.
And diabetes now. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, the opening statement.
This actually isn't my beard anymore, it's just my face.
It's just sugar.
It's just sugar, it's with cream.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present at Studio 2 trailer that day. In their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. It just seems a bit on edge there. Ha!
Almost like it's in his name.
His what?
His name.
Oh. You were saying names so weird, I thought you were saying 9. It's in his 9? You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
That took a bit. But we got there. Yes!
The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand.
Step on me.
Jesus. Maya, time for you to learn about. You're older now. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day.
Yes. Come here, my beautiful being.
I don't think you can do that in a court. With the witness state her name and occupation.
It was back before they outlawed it. D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes.
Huh?
If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Oh, she shot me. Edward just keeps getting shot.
Mm-hmm.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Dude, this case is killing Edgeworth. He's dead. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, just so to speak. I mean, we all want to catch her with her pants down. Except for Edgeworth, he doesn't want you cheating on him like a bastard.
Alright, anyway. I need like a pencil so I can pretend to be smoking like she is.
No.
Uh-oh. And the trailer. Oh, a little before noon.
Smoking is bad.
The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me.
This is a court of law. We do not discuss that kind of stuff here.
At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hannah's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That is all. Ow.
Did you hear my foot pop there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that picked up in the mic. I keep messing with the iPad. I should stop doing that. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. What with that monkey's head toppling over?
Listen, I feel like there's better places he could have taken you. Also, this whole thing is disgusting.
Also, that wouldn't make sense because the forkin... Oh, no, wait. It was removed by the time that they went over there. Okay. Never mind.
Oh, the head?
We're good.
Yeah, because it got picked up at, 4.
Yeah.
and they had to be at the restaurant.
Yeah, I misinterpreted. I thought she... Yeah.
She just had Sal freaking tank through it.
Yeah. Go!
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Quick, play just enough of a final countdown so you don't get copyright striked.
No. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. Did you now?
Did you really? By yourself?
Yes.
And you didn't stop in the employee area?
No.
Are you always this terse?
Yes.
Oh dear.
The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4.
Did no one leave during the meeting? I'm sorry, Phoenix is tired.
No one.
Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Conversation. I'm having a stroke. Stop interrupting the testimony.
Dude, these yowie hands, though.
Dude,
I cannot get over.
These desks must be destroyed.
Like, they're the only two with these giant hands. So it's so noticeable every time. I'm like, Jesus.
Well, and Larry, when he does that thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah, yowie hand.
The same could be said to you.
No.
I get something.
No. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well,
and please, stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
She called it out. Oh, he banged it again.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1.
Phoenix, stop banging your desk. And when exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
Maybe you could try remembering?
No.
The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I mean, there was also the monkey head, so...
I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me.
Hold on! You had Sal take you? What does that mean? You do not want to know.
It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van.
Oh. Alright.
Woof. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. You're telling this all out of order, sweetheart.
She doesn't care. And what were you doing during that time?
Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
I told you, Phoenix. Stop! Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. Apparently, neither of them had the brain cell in that moment. It was just kind of floating in the air, trying to decide who to go to.
It was like, and then it just poofed into non-existence. It doesn't exist anymore.
They're both idiots.
They no longer have a brain cell. She took it and she just crushed it, and now she's smoking it out of her pipe.
Jesus.
It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer.
Do you have someone who can verify this?
Stop forking, slamming your desk, Sal.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough. No.
That if she committed murder in that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I have the evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything? Yeah.
I kinda wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure we'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. Nah, I got proof.
Yeah. The moment he said it, you think you figured it out.
No, I knew whenever they were talking about eating the steak, I was like, but they also ate the bones, which is still weird. I was gonna press her on that and be like, dude. Okay. Do I have something that shows that they had the blank tables? Like the blank plate?
You had the steak.
I guess I'll do this. Just like, hey, excuse me. There were bones on this one.
As I thought. You claim you had a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. Why don't you just show a plate of bones in court?
And some specks of broccoli, and it has blue dots on it.
As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
2 bones.
Mr. Wright, I need to remind you it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manoa ate at a table outside of the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plate, and no steak sauce either. The plates were bare. She clenched her teeth. Lady, as someone with a lot of teeth issues, that's very bad for you. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. Sometimes the options are so dumb, it's very clear what the option is. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator. She broke her teeth there. I see.
I mean, she could have also just thrown the bone in the incinerator, but...
Yeah, I saw that, but it's very clear that there is a point being made here.
I know.
Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Is it obvious, Your Honor? Picking on Sal.
She was picking on him!
Yeah, I think she did that during the break, too. I think she does that outside the break, too. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Oh, look at that beautiful outfit.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna point out her butt.
Yeah, it's a good booty.
Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran to the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. She's going to eat that invisible. She's going to eat that. I'm just imagining like a fish line dangling in front of her with like a Twinkie or something. She's just trying to chomp on it.
That's a steak.
Mr.
She
Wright.
didn't get her steak, so she's eating it now.
Isn't that a little presumptuous?
Definitely not.
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it?
Yes.
Well, since when are you so terse? I like it. More. Fascinating. And here I was, worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick!
I really hope he has the brain cell.
Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
Yes.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I mean, I think you could. You got 84 men. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's you.
Yeah, I feel like they weren't with her at that time just because she wasn't prepared for that. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
Huh. You see?
Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
The samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
And that is why a kid could do it. Still, I'm holding on so hard to this 7-year-old coming back in going, I did it!
I actually have something to share about that. He's in the anime, he's actually in the crowd, and so is Old Bag.
Love that.
Yeah.
It's not just the octuplet.
Yeah. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. Actually, wasn't it found pierced in him? Mm-hmm. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon.
It was broken. And also, hold on.
T-bone and also T-bone steaks.
And also steak. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Let me just make sure.
Anyway.
Hoo-yah!
I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. If you're curious, to demonstrate how broken it was, what he did in the anime was he actually bent the duct tape to show that it was.
Yeah, because, like, if it's just taped together with duct tape, the second you try to, like, use it for anything, it's just gonna snap.
Yeah.
It's not gonna stab someone.
More that the spear broke during the morning action scene run through. But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? God, imagine the filming in the summer in those costumes. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard.
No.
Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon you used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I don't have any evidence, but... something. A bullet?
It was a knife-shaped bullet.
Yeah, sure.
Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the murder weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. In other words, yes, I can totally see that.
Alright, cool. Hi, the murder weapon was the steak.
I feel like you actually know what the murder weapon is, and you just want to make the joke.
No, I legit have no forking idea what the murder weapon is. Well, couldn't it just be the end of the spear? Like, she just went, BAM! And it was like, oh, sure, stick it back together with duct tape. I'm gonna present it just for that logic, and I can't wait for it to be wrong. Nick! Think about this some more. Please. How could that possibly have been the murder weapon?
She has a point.
Nothing!
You just proved that that's the murder weapon, and you're like, wait, maybe it is.
Maybe it is though. The van. She ran him over.
With knife-shaped wheels.
Well, there's no knife in my pocket! There's no knife in my pocket.
Yeah.
There's no knife in my pocket.
Well, think about it this way. If she could, you're asking a question of what's the murder weapon, but think about it this way. How could she have killed him at Studio 2?
Oh.
Yeah. Always remember to turn your thinking around.
Right. Okay. It's the fact that it wasn't just the picture of the fence. That's why my brain confuzzled itself.
What is this? Why? That's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. Yes.
Now you have an idea of what happened in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Now word this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with our current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man's photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest. What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago?
Happened again. Pretty.
Has happened again.
Go!
Even she's like, I didn't think anyone could figure that out. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder.
No, it's not.
Mr. That got me good. That got me. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside a Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it.
Tenses, come on.
She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
What about the look on her face?
Well,
I'm gonna say, on purpose.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die.
The ultimate irony. Love it. Love to see it.
5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Ho ho, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing stuff.
You deny that what I say is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? and the evil magistrate's costume no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting in the trail lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, and then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed.
Yeah, but everyone else didn't arrive at the studio until 5, so she easily could have done that between 4 and 5.
Well,
But she
Mr.
took the
Wright,
van.
how could she have dealt with the body?
These are so short. I'm like, can you tell me exactly what you're gonna say?
Yeah, you ever? It reminds me of like games like Skyrim or like Bethesda games where you always say something and then like it's not what you wanted to say.
Yeah, where you're like, oh, your outfit's cute, and they're like, outfit's cute. Did you get it at the junkyard? And you're like, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
Hello? Put like /S or something? Come on, man. It's between these two. Because I'm like, she used the van, but she did it later.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she had another way?
What if she had another way to carry the body, other than her own hands?
Okay.
So yeah, right.
Okay, good. I'm like, please tell me you're gonna go where I want you to
that
go
was
with
even
this.
That was even confusing me. Like that's the problem. It's been like.
For instance.
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for a deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Hey, you know that cool van that she mentioned? There you go.
Thank you for presenting this, by the way. Ms. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it.
See what happens when I don't have to pee? My brain, it works.
Yeah, you aren't trying to rush through the trial. Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. Imagine he just, like, imitates her while he does that. He's like, there was a van there. And the judge is like, damn, that was a very good impression. Oh, nice.
You should be an actor, Mr. Wright. Use the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Gasp!
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Mello was a conspirator? Dude, I'm pretty sure this dude will do anything she says.
Dude.
Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into a costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume.
And clean him completely of his blood.
They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Humph. I lose. You win. It was fun.
I win?
You scare me, ma'am. Everyone's dotting.
She has silenced the whole courtroom. So, what happens next? What do I win? A new car!
Question mark?
Don't tell me. I'm not gonna say it. I refuse.
Alright, fine. Don't question mark me!
Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost? Something like that?
I did it. I just said that, dude.
Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Everyone's just... There's a very tense silence.
Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What?
Jesus H. Christ, controller, calm down.
Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly it does seem very likely she did, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well,
Sorry.
I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
Yeah. What do I do now? Give up. Just give up. No, okay. What'd you knock over?
Stuff.
You knocked over my controller. Great, now that Avon's definitely effed.
You did it, you hoe!
Miss Vasquez, you did it!
That wasn't a question.
Did you do it?
No.
Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I'm not sure that question helped this court get any further for it. What do I do now?
Alright, fine. Testify again. I just wanted to yell at her.
I'd like you to testify again. Testify again?
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn. I slammed my desk again. She's gonna be pissed. To come so far, only to fail.
Tits?
As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. My boy? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was ejecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
What a mood! Edgeworth, I love you.
The brain cell hadn't reached him yet. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again.
Seriously?
Nowadays, the brain cell just split in half. They're saying the same things.
No, the brain cell is still in that pipe, and they're just gradually sniffing some in. I have to pee again. That's why I stopped up.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Hold on, can we pause it so I can pee?
Yes, we'll take a we'll cut.
Cool. I can't help it, I drink so much soda. And coffee.
I've been drinking more than you.
I know, but I have the smallest bladder known to man.
Just say the line.
I was yawning.
Very loudly and longly. Go.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, the brain cell is gone. Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
Oh.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. The judge is annoyed with both these two.
He's like, my god, can you people just get 2 brain cells?
It...
Why you gotta share one?
Great, now there's 2 Mr. Wrights. Humph.
Now there's 2 Mr. Hose. Humph. Nick! Why did Edgeworth...
Who knows? He probably realized she did it too.
But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that?
Edgeworth.
Baby, I have a puppy on me now. After finding the body. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Wow.
She just left after a murder. Imagine discovering a body and just be like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're real close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. You mean the knife. Find the knife you need and twist the truth into her. Got it. Cool. Thank you.
Real quick, talking about law. In London, it's illegal to die in the Houses of Parliament. That has no relation to anything. I was just reading that, and it was... What? What time is that?
We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then.
When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio?
About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you.
Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
They weren't there yet.
Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help.
Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
Boy? The witness will continue her testimony.
The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent.
Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
No one go to call him?
Remember,
Remember what?
there was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm.
You certainly seemed calm when I accused you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around?
The other way around?
You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing.
Well, Powers.
Yikes.
Dude's huge. How could you not notice him?
I know, like, doesn't stand out. BS.
Frickin' Wolverine.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that explains that.
Does it?
Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. And you can continue next time.
Next time?
Yeah, I think next time.
Okay.
Do you think I don't think we might be able to finish this, but I think we're going to get one more episode out of this.
Oh, okay.
Especially with how much we faff.
We faff about.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Later.